There comes a pivotal moment in every life, a quiet, almost imperceptible pause, when you're compelled to confront the truth. Am I simply drifting along, swept away by the current of expectation, or am I truly living on my own terms? It's a question that echoes in the silence, demanding an answer that defines who you are at your very core. Take a look around. Notice how many choose the comfort of the crowd over the challenge of standing alone. They follow the flow without question. They chase what is loud, bright, and popular, not because it resonates with their soul, but because the thought of isolation terrifies them. They move when the crowd moves, heading wherever that tide might lead, without pausing to ask, is this my path, or simply the only path I see? The herd seldom questions the destination. It only obeys the momentum. And too often, that momentum leads straight into disaster, into patterns of repetition, cycles of mediocrity, and the suffocating sameness of a life half-lived. Yet still they follow, surrendering agency for the illusion of safety, silence for the illusion of peace. But you, are you just a face in that crowd, or is there something more stirring within you? You were not created to vanish into the background. You were not made to blend in, to bury your identity under the weight of others' expectations. You were born with a fire in your chest, not with fear pressuring your every step. That fire is your reminder that you were meant for more. Think of the lion, not as a beast, but as a spirit. The lion doesn't wait for a path to appear before it dares to move. It forges its own way, unafraid to cut through the jungle of uncertainty. It sees through illusions. It hunts with an unwavering intent. It makes no apology for the space it occupies, asks no permission for the dreams it pursues. It does not fear solitude or scorn because its heart is fixated on purpose, not approval. This is your moment, your crossroad. Will you continue to march with the crowd, invisible in your own life? Or will you rise, bold, visible, fierce, with undeniable purpose? Will you let the world see the one who dares to walk a different way, even when it's lonely? The one who has bled but never halted. The one who has been doubted yet has never surrendered. The one who faces rejection, not as an end but as a call to courage. Attitude is everything. It's the quiet, steady voice inside when every outside voice shouts confusion and doubt. It's the last bit of fuel when your tank runs dry, the whispered, yes, I can, when the world tries to bury you beneath, no, you can't. It is a decision made daily to keep moving, keep striving, keep dreaming, regardless of what lies ahead. I have known setbacks. I have tasted defeat. I have felt the crushing weight of disappointment, of dreams dashed on the rocks of reality. But I refused to remain there. Not because I was stronger than my obstacles, but because my mindset was wilder. A lion's mindset, untamed and relentless. When the road rose up against me, I didn't retreat. When doubt rang loud, I believed anyway. When support vanished, I became my own greatest ally. Now ask yourself, what is your mindset? What do you believe about yourself deep beneath the layers others have built around you? Are you living from the image others assigned you, or are you living from your own truth? Will you let fear dictate your actions, or will you let your inner fire lead the way? You need the lion attitude, the heart that declares, I will, no matter the cost. The fire that insists, I must, because I was born for more. The roar that shakes the boundaries of your comfort zone and claims, this is my life, I own every inch of it. Lions never wait for greatness. They hunt it. They do not hope to become leaders. They simply lead by daring to be themselves, unapologetically. They do not hide when challenged, nor shrink when questioned. They radiate an undeniable presence, a certainty born from pursuing purpose over popularity. So choose not to act like the sheep, adrift, uncertain, barely noticed. Dare instead to stand like the lion, planted firmly, eyes clear, spirit unbreakable. Let your actions, more than your words, introduce you to the world. Let your fire drive you. Let courage shape your every move, even when you're afraid. Pour your soul into everything you do, until hesitation and doubt no longer have a voice. Let your roar erupt, not as a threat, but as an anthem. Let it drive out the fears that lurk in your heart and silence the doubts that echo from others. Remember, you were never built for smallness. You were not made to stay silent, to vanish, to conform. You were made to stand tall, to break the chains of limitation, and to lead bravely into the unknown. So roar, not just with your voice, but with your life. With the choices you make in the face of uncertainty. With every bold step you take when others remain still. With every day you choose authenticity over acceptance, purpose over popularity, truth over conformity. Never follow again. Become the leader of your own journey, the creator of your own destiny. Live courageously, love fiercely, act fearlessly, and let the world remember your roar long after you have passed. This is your moment. Claim it, live it, and never drift again.